those studies are never done with a blind observer, and by that I mean the observer who's doing a study and making observations knows which sex the kids are.
Yeah.
And when they don't know which sex the kids are, then they get very confused and they ascribe behaviors to what sex they think the kids are.
Yeah. Let me interrupt only in the interest of time. Is it a part, because I wanted the two of you to engage each other. When you talk about all the myths, in your own words, leave us with a sense of how you see the differences beyond biology between men and women, between genders.
I see the biological differences as being minimal and essentially restricted to differences in our sex organs.
Right, exactly.
And, you know, whether we make sperm or whether we make eggs.
And that's only what I was referring to.
And beyond that, there are a whole host of cultural differences which are very hard to pin down, precisely because of the point that she was making in the very beginning, which is that there is such overlap in behaviors that you can't sort of say, well, there's this thing that's true of men, but this other thing that's true of women, because you can immediately come up with a man for whom it's not true or a woman for whom it's not true. Yeah. So I think we have, beyond that, we have a set of cultural myths that people conform to more or less in some parts of their personalities and not in others.
And
I don't see why there's any problem about one group having more of a propensity as a group to something, and meaning that a larger proportion of people in that group have that propensity. Not everyone has to have it. And I just very quickly want to add that I have a whole section in my Boys Will Be Boys chapter on specific kinds of physical problems that seem to affect boys more than girls, such as attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity,